나를 향해 쏟아지는 시선을 모두 모아 사랑으로 전할래.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? It is Arne back with another video, and today we are gonna take a look at MapleStory Angelic Buster Remaster developer notes and explanation, right? So this entire video is actually dedicated, of course, for Angelic Buster, and as well as the developers explaining why are they changing the skills and what are the skill changes that has been changed for Angelic Buster over here. All right, I have the entire notes over here. It's actually very long. Okay, huge thanks to Neo for translating it. Right, they have a stream just now. Kim Jong-suk, the director himself, and also the developer himself, also came up with this. So let's take a look at this over here. Okay, let's take a look at the main reason. All right, they're changing Angelic Buster recharge system to a MP. All right, why are they doing this? So they mention is that the recharge system is not very good because a lot of players has been doing Union or Legion. They actually feedback to the team saying that, hey, this is very tedious, hence why they want to standardize and change it to MP instead. Alright, and they also changed the story as well regarding this one, the recharge system. Alright, and also they mentioned like mascot and also spotlight, because the main differences over here, right? Mascot and also spotlight, the positions were actually very weird for them, right? Previously they didn't think about changing the mascot familiar, and that's why they wanted to wait until the remaster to remake it to the new one right now. Right, so they hold it on all the way until the remaster to date this point, right? Other remaster, they didn't touch on 5th job skills, right? For example, Explorer and Cygnus, they didn't really touch on 5th job skills, right? But for Angelic Buster, they actually changed a lot on the 5th job skill. And this second update on the test server, they even changed Trinity, the effects of the 5th job skills over here, right? This is how it looks like right now. Okay, so yeah. And DPS class, I think a lot of people might be wondering, right? As an Angelic Buster, they instead of making Angelic Buster as a DPS class over here, right? They make it as a burst class instead. Yeah, I mean, for you guys to see my previous Angelic Buster skill showcase, you kind of know, right? It's a burst class. With the current rotation, it's a little bit boring, but that's why they made it 60 seconds. Okay, so they want you to explore Angelic Buster rotation over there. And okay, one more thing. Angelic Buster illustration looks too simplified, right? A lot of players were actually talking about the illustration for Angelic Buster. It was yeah, too plain, right? The details were not there and all that shit, right? So the mention is that, well, TLDR, the director liked it, so hence why it's coming like that, okay? And people also are really scared about the cooldown changes and damage cycle, but the direction that the director is going right now is more aggressive on the damage cycle. He wanted to test, okay? If it doesn't work, they are going to change it and revert back the, they're referring to the 60 seconds, link skill over here. They're gonna revert to some other skills. I don't know. They didn't mention that. So yeah, that's what they mentioned. They want to test this because the Angelic Buster link skill actually touches all jobs because it's a burst, right? It touches all jobs over here. Anyways, okay. And they also mentioned one of the main reasons they want to remaster AB is that a lot of passive skills they have moved to 2nd and 3rd job. That's why AB was really weak last time. Okay, so they actually segregated it out into all jobs. Now it's okay. Now, okay, we're gonna talk about the beginner skill over here. The beginner skill, this one. This is actually a skill that basically you'll be able to summon a chair that allows you to go into a BGM. You can check out my video in the video description. I cannot sit the chair here, so it will rotate the playlist every 30, I think it was 30 seconds, I'm not mistaken. Yeah. All right. Next one. Okay. We're talking about the first job skill right now. The bubble skill. Okay, so the bubble skill previously, it took way too long to proc the skill, right? The bubble skill over here, right? It took way too long to proc the skill. Let me close this down. Right, so now it made it seamless. It's instant, alright? It's instant over here, right? And that's why they changed it. And for double jump over here, right? They added the paid cash item effect. So if you have a cash item effect over there, you basically have a different double jump than me. Right? Even up jump also, there's different. There's like some edgy one, there's a purple one, right? It's actually really, really beautiful. And you can also get these skins from events as well. Okay, so that's for the first job over there. Now talking about the second job, okay, the sting explosion. And this one also, it took too long to explode. So at the end, they changed it to without explosion over here. Right, it's just a normal attacking skill, right? Just for your second job, right? And there's no more explosion or anything. It's instant right now. Okay, and they also changed the shield, right? Previously, AB shield over here, they mentioned that it never worked for damage that based on HP percentage, and it was really hard for players to actually look at the HP, so they actually remove it. It's basically useless at some point, right? So they remove it over there. That's basically it. They didn't really talk about the rush skill, but yeah, the rush is much more fluent right now. Yeah, as you can see. Okay, now third job skill, Star Crash over here. Okay, yeah, this skill, Star Crash. Star Crash was actually initially when they released this skill, it was actually a combo skill with the hammer. Right, so you use the hammer, then you start, you're gonna do more damage. That was the intended one, right? Previously, the old concept. Now, it's different. So they totally remove it, right? No longer going with that old concept. They totally remove it, and it's just Star Crash over here, and it's just very fluent, super fluent over here. All right, and then the next one, Soul Seeker. They changed the effect. All right, they changed the effect where you spam it. It doesn't look so weird if you keep using the skill. So it's much more fluid. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look so awkward if you spam the skill over here. Okay. Now, next one. Fourth job skill. Primal Roar. This one, yeah, fourth job skill, they actually thought a lot on this. So they changed Primal Roar. Right? They changed Primal Roar over here. Because a lot of people use Infinity to grind. Yeah. So they increased the rates of the ball coming out, same as in Trinity, for Trinity over here. So I'm gonna turn on the toggle skill over here. So yeah, there we go. So with Primal Roar, same amount of balls that comes out as you use Trinity. So there's no drawback over here. Okay, now, yeah, previously the Primal Roar doesn't follow the character, like it's a little bit centered off. Now they actually change it, yeah, to follow the character. Yeah, okay, good shit. And Trinity previously had final damage, a buff, and IED buff. Now that was moved to the passive, right? So the passive, they spread it out to other passive over here, right? So that's why previously AB was actually pretty weak at the lower level. Now it's like kind of balanced, right? So you still get it. And okay. Fetutuna, whatever the fuck that skill called. This skill over here. Okay, previously have a final damage debuff. Okay, and it is 100% uptime. So, the problem is that when players are fighting bosses such as Carling's bird over there, when the boss fly left and right, you know, left, right, center, if you miss this skill, you're gonna lose out on a lot of damage. Hence why they changed the buff to a passive right now. Okay, so you can actually use this Fetutuna skill for grinding as well, because they actually buff the skill, so they actually do more damage over there. Yeah, that's what they mentioned. See? So yeah, you can one-hit KO mobs over there, right? And the hitbox was really weird as well, and then they actually fixed it. Yeah, okay. And hyper skill. Okay. Let's take a look at the hyper skill over here. So 3 hyper skills over here. Supernova. Let's talk about Supernova first. Supernova is supposed to use as a combo skill with the mascot familiars, right? Because the amount of soul seekers that is being procced, alright? So that's why it used together with the mascot familiars over there, right? So yeah, hence why. Okay, so yeah. And what else is that? Every 30 seconds, the music changes based on your burst. And the players made a feedback 60 seconds is way too much. Because AB burst cycle was actually weird previously. The reason the buff duration did not apply to the hyper is because... what did they say? It did not apply to the hyper because it's already a very good duration over there. So, hence why they did not apply to the hyper over there. So putting all the buffs with no delay. Right, your AB link over here, right? It's instant. You can see I use my AB link, I jump. It's instant. So they basically remove the delay for most of the skills, right? Your buff skills all over here, like super instants over here, right? Absolutely amazing. And that's what they changed over here for AB. It's super full. And I hope they make this for all jobs, man. God damn it. Let's make it client-sided. Alright, so yeah, that's basically it. Now, 5th job. Okay, 5th job, there are some changes over here. Spotlight. Okay, let's take a look at Spotlight first. Spotlight, previously, right, it's really hard to have 3 of them in one spot. Okay, so it's going to be 3 stacks of damage no matter where the position is. That's what I mentioned. Okay, so that's what they changed it over there. But you have to hit at least 1. Right, so based on the feedback, you can see that your character is actually over here. Yeah, they actually show where your character is. Alright, so this is the newly added one on the 2nd update over here. Alright, and mascot familiar. This skill. This skill is actually very problematic to use. That's what they say. Alright, I think most of the AB players also agree with this one. It's a very problematic skill to use, and so they change it. And the position where you use the mascot familiar skill previously was actually very limited. Instead of making it way too complicated, they just make it as a burst skill. And it has super stance as well. So yeah, when using the skill, it has super stance as well. Burst skill and iframe. Although it's short, but still good. Okay? Yeah, so as you can see. There we go. It's a 1.8 seconds over there. So yeah. Previously, remember this was actually an iframe, so yeah. I'm not mistaken, it was an iframe. Do correct me if I'm wrong. I forgot about this skill over here. All right, so yeah, and what is this skill again? Okay, energy booster. Okay, this one. This is the iframe. The mascot's not. Okay, energy burst over here. So this one, they talk about the iframe. Okay, now, you cast the skill. Alright, you get this as an iframe over there. Then after that, you press the skill again. This is the iframe over here that you can get. So the issue that is being faced is that it's hard to time the iframe last time. Right now, it's very easy. You press again, then you get the iframe. That's it. Right, you can time whenever you want to use the iframe itself. Right, just instantly you cast your iframe over there. Alright. And they didn't really want to change Trinity Fusion, which is this skill over here. But players actually complain that the effects doesn't really match with the current remastered skill effect over there. Hence why they actually change it to like this. Right? The colors are more in sync with the newest effect over here. Alright, okay. And is it? Okay, they actually changed the illustration, yeah, and then we removed the ID for the 5th, yeah, because it was way too OP as well. And grind finale damage percentage was actually really high. So if you compare it with the old AB, it's actually really strong. So in a sense, they mentioned they nerfed the Trinity, but it's actually still damn strong over here, right? I think that was the correct translation over here. Got missed out something, but it should be correct. Okay, now, yeah, again, that's basically it. So 6th job over here, for those of you guys who are wondering, yeah, I want to have a look at how 6th job Trinity works. This is how it looks like. Now, it is actually very beautiful. Yeah, and then Trinity as well. There we go. There we go. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so that's 6th job. And also, of course, not to forget, we want more balls over here, right? Let me use up all my skills over here, right? Everybody, let's go. It's everything is instant. Everything is instant. Everything is instant, man. God damn it, look at this. Super instant. Super instant, man. I love this shit. This is so smooth. Playing AB right now is so damn smooth, man. And you don't have to like make sure you use this skill anymore because the passive is not. I mean the skill debuff is not there anymore. They changed it to a passive, right? So it's good. Now, that's basically it on what developers and also director actually mentioned about the change for AB Remaster over here. And he also mentioned this is actually semi-final, and when they patch it to Tespia and from Tespia to official server next week, this will probably be the most final one, right? But if the number needs adjustment, they will do it when necessary. Okay, they will still test it out on the battle or whatever analytics over there with all the charts over there to make sure that it is good enough, right? So yeah, and there's some sound effects that for 6th job that has been changed. If you have to listen it, video in the description below. Previously, because they were developing 6th job, they were actually rushing it, so the sound and voice were actually really not that good. Okay, so they actually changed it for 6th job as well. So yeah, that's why they took a lot of time to do the AB stuff. So quite a lot of changes, although you don't really see much of changes by looking at the videos that I actually posted to you, because those are mostly effects changes. But from the explanation that you guys can basically listen right now from the developers, it's actually quite a lot of changes over here. The most noticeable one is the AB link change. Yeah, this is just insane. It's instant right now. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so that's the Angelic Buster Remaster changes. Why are they doing this? What did they change? And the reason behind the remaster. Alright, hope this is insightful for everyone. Alright, I hope this explains everything, as well as thank you very much for Neo once again for translating this. Alright, and yeah, that's basically it. As always, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay awesome, everybody. Stay safe. Bye-bye.